Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Nikki.
And we are the Hamptons. I'm 35.
And
Nikki is 32.
Oh, yeah. 38 this week.
2 years ago, our life was totally turned upside down. We had 2 kids, Hannah and Dakota. And Nikki called me, I believe it was on a Thursday, and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm driving." She goes, "Well, good, you're sitting down." And said, "Do you want to take some kids?" And I said, "Well, how many?" And she said, 3. And I said, "Well, whatever you want to do." And she said, "Oh, no, I'm not making this up by myself." She said, "You got to tell me one way or the other." And I said, "Sure, what else are we going to do?" And so we got home that night, and about an hour later, there they were, clothes on their back, and that's it. A couple of them didn't have shoes, so to Walmart we headed. So
she had an event that night, so I went by myself, and I think people looked at me like we were crazy.
Yeah.
We opened formula and water and bottles, and baby hadn't eaten, and we didn't know how long. And anyway, it was the start of the experience. It was absolutely a godsend, though. He had his hands in all of it and arranged for daycare for the very next morning, and figured getting them at 5 o'clock at night, I wasn't going to get daycare for Friday morning, and that was all arranged and that's taken care of. Like, we had it all planned ahead, and got to work, and they had a baby shower for us already waiting to take care of kids. But it was just the start of the journey. Chaos is kind of settled down, and everybody has a routine, and everybody knows where they need to be and how they need to do it.
For the most part. We, like I said, we were already busy. We both do a lot at church and rodeo. People had been asking if we were going to have more kids, and we said, "No, we're done." And it wasn't, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks later is when we got the kids. So, and then we got Jacob that July. We'd gotten a minivan, which will hold 7, and which Nikki met me at a rodeo with it to see if it would be all right. And so we got it, and 2 months later we got another one. So then we had 8 of us. So for 7 or 8 months, we drove 2 vehicles everywhere we went, and finally ended up getting a Suburban through a friend, which is a really good deal we got. And so we just travel around. We need a bus is what we need, but everybody keeps giving us a hard time when they see like a 15-passenger van. But we love them like our own, and they're going to soon be our own. And like Nikki said, it was kind of the beginning of the journey, and it's still in the beginning. So
anyway, it's been great. I'm glad that we were able to be here for my sister's kids. It didn't play out quite like we had planned or what we'd expected, and it's kind of a sad situation. But again, I'm glad that we were able to be here for them and give them a home that they can feel safe in, and make sure they have 3 meals every day and a bed to sleep in, because up until then they probably didn't, they didn't sleep in the same house probably 3 nights within any given week. So I'm glad that we were able to be here for them and help them, and I'm glad that our kids have stepped up to the plate and shown their true colors. They're good kids. And anyway, people have told us forever we needed to call you guys and get some help with the house. We wanted a bigger house before, and we were on the way to doing that, but unfortunately our funds are going to the kids, and that's where it needs to be. So if we need to stay living in a small space, and that's what we'll do. But boy, we'd love your help.
That's Nikki's new saying, is we have a small house, but God knows where we live. So I know one of the first times after we'd gotten the kids, we went to my sister's house, and we passed a motel, and the kids asked if we were going to stay there, and we said no, and they said, "Well, we're not going to live there?" And we said no. I said, as long as we have you guys and we have resources, that's the last place that you'll ever be is at a hotel. So they just got used to living there, and of course the kids, they don't have anything from when they were small, none of their birthday presents, anything like that. It was all either lost in storage or lost in moves.
I've got pictures of them though during their birthdays, but other than that, that's about it.
Yeah, they don't, material wise they don't have anything really from their early childhood. So I know we kind of told you in the letter about them. Jacob and Lexi are both in therapy and doing great. And it's just amazing what you hear out of the mouths of kids that they've seen stuff that I'll never see, and I hope I never see. You know, there's no need for kids to go through stuff like that, and it's just a sad deal. And when we asked Jacob, especially, all the other ones already wanted to live with us, but when we asked Jacob where he wanted to stay at, he said with us that, sorry, that I told him I'd fight with everything I had to keep him, so it was just, we love kids, and we love having them, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
Thanks, guys. Just come and see us. Check it out.